Today we are going to discuss the lecture number 5 on symmetry and group theory. In this lecture we will discuss about the symmetry point group of molecules. Every molecule have the number of symmetry operations, and these number of symmetry operations follow the group theory. So this is called the point group. Now this we can divide the molecules in 5 classes or 5 symmetry point of groups. First is non-axial. In this category we will take those molecules which having no axis of symmetry, that is C-N operations. Now the second is cyclic. This is represented by C. In this we will include the molecules which have C-N symmetry operation. Third is dihedral. It means that in these molecules there will be C-N symmetry operation plus C2 operations perpendicular to the C-N operation. Fourth is polyhedral. In this category we will discuss the molecules tetrahedral, octahedral, icosahedral, etc. In fifth category we will discuss the linear molecules. So these are the 5 categories in which we can divide the molecules. Symmetry point groups. Each molecule has a set of symmetry operations that describes the molecule's overall symmetry. This set of operations is defined by a shorthand notation called the symmetry point group or point symmetry of the molecule. All the symmetry operations of a molecule as a group can be written in the form of group multiplication table, and they obey all the properties of a group. This group is called symmetry point group. It is called point group for 2 reasons. First reason is that this group have all the properties of a group in mathematics. Second reason is that all the symmetry operations carried out are not affecting the center of the symmetry or, in its absence, the center of gravity. To determine the symmetry point group of a molecule is very important because all symmetry related properties are dependent on the symmetry point group of the molecule. Symmetry point groups can be divided into 5 classes. This is the first non-axial group. In this group there is no symmetry. Here we take the example. This is the tetrahedral molecule, and each corner of the tetrahedral molecule is taken by different atoms. For example, this is the hydrogen, this is bromo, this is fluoro, this is chloro. This is the second example of non-axial group. In this we have taken the dichloro-difluoroethane. In this the molecules, this fluorine and this fluorine is in transposition, and this chlorine is transposition. So it has identity as well as center of inversion. No other symmetry operation is present. So this is called Ci. This is another example of non-axial point group. The point group is Cs. In this symmetry operation is E and sigma V is present. No other symmetry operation is present, and the order is 2. And this is the example of bromochloromethane. Now the second group is cyclic group. In this group the axis of symmetry are present, and so the point group in these are Cn. Symmetry elements are E, Cn, and the example is dichloroethane. So this is the example. In this only the Cn present, that is this C2 axis is present. So the point group will be C2. This is the example of cyclic group. The point group will be C and V. In this, the symmetry operations are identity, Cn, and n sigma V. We take the example of ammonia. In this ammonia, C3 axis is the principal axis, and there are three planes, sigma V planes, that is every plane passing through one hydrogen and bisecting H and H angle. Here is another example of cyclic. In this point group C and H. In this, the symmetry operation is identity, Cn, sigma H, and Sn. The order will be 2n. So this is the C2 axis passing through this. This is the principal axis, and the plane perpendicular to this principal axis is sigma H. So in this molecule, sigma H is present with Cn. So for this example, the point group will be C2H. This is the example of tetrafluorocyclooctatetraene. In this is the octatetraene, and 4 fluorines are there. This fluorine is front on the screen. This is the fluorine is back side on the screen. This is again front in the screen. This is again back side of the screen. So in this molecule, symmetry elements are identity and Sn operation. So C8 is the axis of symmetry, which is passing through the center and perpendicular to this plane. This is the third class of symmetry point group, that is dihedral. This is the simple dihedral case. In this, the point group is Dn. Symmetry elements in this group will be E, Cn, and C2 perpendicular to Cn, and the order is 2n. Here we take the example of ethylene diamine cobalt complex. In this is the structure of this complex. This is the octahedral structure. In the 3 ethylene diamine molecules are attached like this. This is the C4 axis. This is the principal axis passing through this. Now there are 4 C2 axes also there. The 2 C2 axes are, one is passing through this, another is passing through this, and third is this, and fourth is this. So this is the DC4 plus 4C2. So this is the D4 point group. Now the other example of dihedral is we have taken the benzene molecule. In this, because DN group plus sigma H is also present, so this is the DNH group. So in this, identity element is there, Cn is there, sigma H is there, and NC2, which are perpendicular to the Cn. Now this is the principal axis, C6 axis, which is passing through the center of the benzene and perpendicular to the plane of the benzene. Now there are 6 C2 axis, 3 passing through this. This is C2 is passing through this carbon atom, third C2 is this, and the 3 C2 axis passing between the 2 carbon atoms, that is this and this. So this is the point group called DNH, or in the case of benzene it is D6H. In this molecule, sigma H is also present, and this plane is the passing through all the 6 carbon atoms and the plane of the molecule, and it is perpendicular to the principal axis. This is another example of dihedral group. We have taken the ethane molecule, and this is D and D point group. So in this point group, identity Cn, sigma D, and C2 symmetry elements are present, and we have taken the example of ethane, staggered ethane. In this is the structure of ethane. So these are the two carbon atoms. So the axis passing through these two carbon atoms is the C3 axis, and there are three C2 axes also. One is this, another is this, another is this, and the three sigma d planes are there. One sigma d plane is this, one sigma d plane is this, and third sigma d plane is this. So this belongs to the D3D point group. In this molecule there are four C3 axes. So C3 axis passing through this hydrogen, carbon, and the center of opposite triangular, and again this C3, and third is this C3. So there are four C3 axes in this, passing through the four corners of the molecule. Now there are three C2 axes. So there are six axes passing through the center of this edge and cutting the center of opposite edge. So there are six edges, so they will form the 3C2, and 6 sigma D. 6 sigma D planes means every plane passing through the each edge and cutting the center of the opposite edge. So these are the symmetry elements, and the point group is known as TD. So in this methane molecule the point group is TD, or every tetrahedral molecule which have all the four atoms equivalent, it is called the tetrahedral point group. Another polyhedral class, the point group is OH. This is the octahedral, and the symmetry elements present in octahedral are identity 3C4, 3S4, 6C2, 4S6, 4C3, 3 sigma H, 6 sigma D, and center of inversion. If we take the example of SF6, so this is the structure of SF6. This is the sulfur, and these are the fluorine atoms. Now the principal axis in this is C4. There are three C4 axes. One is this, one is this, and another is this. There are 6 C2 axes passing through the center of the two opposite edges. So there will be 12 edges, so there will be 6 C2 is there, and C3 axis is there, and 6 sigma D is there, the plane passing through one edges and bisecting the center of the opposite edge. So there will be 6 sigma D, and this is the center of inversion. So these are the symmetry elements present in octahedral, and this is the OH symmetry point. So in SF6 molecule the point group is OH. This is the another example of polyhedral, that is IH, icosahedral. These are the symmetry elements in this group, and the total number of symmetry elements 120, and we have taken the example of dodecaborane ion, this ion. So this is have the point group IH. This is the fifth class, that is linear, and we have taken the example of HCl. This is the H, this is the Cl. In this this axis is the C infinite principal axis, and the plane passing through this axis, that is, they are called the sigma V, and there are infinite sigma V also there, and identity. So this type of linear molecule have the point group C infinity V. This is another class of linear, that is chlorine. Both the atoms are the same, or homonuclear diatomic molecule. In this the axis passing through the chlorine and chlorine is C infinity. This is the principal axis, and the another axis passing through perpendicular to this axis is C2 axis, and they are also infinite in number. And there is sigma H plane that is perpendicular to the principal axis and passing through all these C2 axis. So there is a C2 axis perpendicular to the principal axis, so it is dihedral. So D infinity H is the point group of this homonuclear diatomic molecules. Order of the point group summary. If the point group is C1, then the order will be 1. If Ci, Cs, then the order will be 2. In Cn and Sn, the order will be n. In Dn, Cnh and Cnv, that order will be 2n. If the point group is DNH, DND, then the order will be 4n. If the point group is D infinite H and C infinite V, then the order will be infinite. For tetrahedral, the order will be 24. For octahedral, the order will be 48. And the icosahedral, the order will be 120. This is flow chart to determine point group. If a molecule is given and we have to determine its point group, then we will use this flow chart. This flow chart is based on the 5 classes of point group. So first of all, we will see whether the molecule is linear or not. If the molecule is linear, then we will see whether inversion center is there or not. If inversion center is there, then the point group will be D infinite H. If inversion center is not there, then the point group will be C infinite V. If the molecule is not linear, then we will see whether the Cn is present or not. N should be greater than 2. If the Cn is there, then we will determine whether inversion center is there or not. If there is an inversion center, then we will find that C5 is there or not. If C5 is there, so the point group will be IH, icosahedral. And if there C5 is not there, then the octahedral will be there. If inversion center is not present, then it will be the tetrahedral. Now, if a Cn is not present, then we will come to this side. There is Cn is yes, and then select we will that the C2 will be present, perpendicular to Cn will be present or not. If the C2 is present, then we can divide in dihedral and cyclic. If it is C2 is present perpendicular to the principal axis, then we will determine whether sigma H is present or not. If sigma H is present, then it will be DNH. If sigma H is not present, then we will determine the sigma D is there or not. If sigma D is present, then it will be D and D. If and sigma D is not present, then it will be only Dn. If NC2 perpendicular to Cn is not present, then we will get the sigma H. If the sigma H is present, then it will be CNH. If sigma H is not present, then we will determine whether N sigma V is present or not. So if N sigma V is present, then it will be CNV, and then we will determine S2N is present or not. If it is present, then it is S2N, or if it is not present, then only Cn is there. Here if Cn is not present, then we will determine the sigma plane is there or not. If the sigma plane is there, then it will be Cs point group, and if sigma is not there, then we will determine the center of inversion. If it is present, then it will be Ci, and if it is not present, it will be C1. So by this diagram we can determine the point group of any molecule.